They're suing me for something I didn't do. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money.
Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis canceled.
They just decided to pull the plug.
Tab 3. Jake Paul has just been sued by Gervonta "Tank" Davis. After the highly publicized fight was canceled, Davis hit Paul with a lawsuit. And this isn't just another boxing headline. This is a story about pride, money, and reputation, all crumbling in real time. What was once billed as the dream matchup of the year has now unraveled into one of the ugliest and most humiliating sagas in modern boxing history.
So that fight that was supposed to go down with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis in Miami on November 14th is not happening. It has been canceled officially.
Months ago, fans were buzzing with anticipation. Jake Paul, the outspoken YouTuber turned boxer who vowed to shake up the sport, was set to face off against Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the most feared punchers on the planet. With Netflix backing the event, millions of dollars were on the line. The world was ready for a showdown that promised to blur the boundaries between sport and spectacle, between pure hype and all-out chaos.
Because you have someone that we come from two different sides, of the world. We still on the same path to get the same thing.
Then, it all came crashing down. Posters had been printed, cameras were rolling, contracts signed, and then, suddenly, everything was canceled. Just like that, the entire event vanished into thin air. Jake Paul took to social media, framing the move as what he called a heroic decision.
One of the most feared punchers in the sport of boxing. He's got a 93% knockout percentage. That's one of the best among current world champions.
He called Gervonta a walking piece of garbage, accused him of abuse, and claimed that Netflix had pulled the plug on the fight. According to Jake, his company stands for women, and he couldn't, in good conscience, give Tank a platform. The delivery, the timing, the theatrics, every detail was carefully staged to paint Jake as the moral hero walking away from evil. And for a brief moment, it actually worked.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis team fights back. After Jake Paul canceled the fight, went on a tirade.
But the applause didn't last long. The cheers quickly faded, replaced by whispers that grew louder with every passing hour. It began quietly, murmurs from those close to the promotion, then spread to Tank's camp, and soon rippled through the boxing community. Seasoned insiders, veterans of the sport, recognized the pattern instantly. They'd seen PR smokescreens like this 1,000 times before.
I never let myself go there. I'm a fierce competitor.
Tank's team is now fighting back, and they're stating that Netflix did not, in fact, cancel the bout.
The story Jake Paul had so carefully constructed didn't hold up. Netflix hadn't canceled anything. According to Gervonta's coach, Kenny Ellis, the fight was still on. Jake got scared, Ellis said. Blunt, concise, and damning. With that single sentence, the entire moral crusade crumbled. The tale of courage and conviction shattered into pieces. This wasn't morality, it was fear disguised as virtue.
He has made a significant impact on the sport of boxing. He has certainly brought new eyes to the sport. He's done so much in uplifting women's boxing.
And then came the whispers about weight. The contract called for 195 pounds, but insiders claimed Jake wasn't anywhere near it. He looked sluggish, drained, out of shape. The man who built his brand on bravado suddenly appeared vulnerable, exposed. Meanwhile, Tank was transforming into a weapon, sharper, faster, deadlier with each passing day. As fight night drew closer, it became clear to anyone paying attention, Jake Paul might have been walking straight into a knockout. Kenny Ellis didn't mince words. Netflix didn't cancel. Jake Paul did. He was scared. Brutal, simple, and utterly devastating.
They called Gervonta Davis the tank for a reason. He only needs one shot to end the entire night.
Davis, big straight left, down goes Campbell!
Fans began asking questions they had long avoided. If this was truly about morals, why had Jake fought Mike Tyson, a man who served time in prison? Why Mike Perry, facing multiple domestic abuse allegations? And yet now, Gervonta was suddenly the line in the sand, the exception to every previous fight. The double standards were impossible to ignore.